JASMY is providing a new decentralized network foundation with both security and reliability to realize Web 3.0 data value sharing. JASMY is one of the most well-known Web 3.0 vision projects in Japan. The project's native token, JASMY Coin, is the first legal and compliant digital currency in Japan. A member of the House of Representatives once said on the Finance Committee of the House of Representatives that Japan should use Web 3.0 as the center of the national strategy, and appointed an official in charge of Web 3.0. The proposal of this proposal has caused heated discussions in the Japanese internet industry, and many eyes have also begun to turn to the rising JASMY, which is combining IoT and blockchain technology. This project are committed to protecting the data originally owned by individuals and building a decentralized data autonomous world, so as to realize the sharing of data value. On the basis of decentralized applications, DApp, returning the ownership of data to users, allowing users to independently control data, and realizing data interoperability under the premise of ensuring security are the core concepts of Web 3.0. JASMY's philosophy coincides with this. That is to say, in addition to the infrastructure based on smart contracts, in order to realize the wide application of Web 3.0, it is also necessary to provide a safe, open, rich and valuable data interaction experience to form a decentralized digital ecology of Web 3.0. Therefore, JASMY needs to supplement the existing centralized, monopolized, and closed data services of the Internet, and provide a brand new option, that is a new decentralized network foundation with both security and reliability. Users and application scenarios can truly own their own data, and transactions are protected by encryption technology. Instead of trusting brand endorsements, users can rely on deterministic software code logic to strictly enforce the protocol. In this case, the digital content is not only simple data, but the digital assets of the users, and JASMY gives these data asset level guarantees. This is Web 3.0, an automated and intelligent new internet world. So, how did JASMY return data ownership to Web 3.0 users? We learned that JASMY proposed a solution that combines privacy computing and blockchain technology to provide a secure system, personal data locker, PDL, for storing data in a distributed storage system. This is the basic service of the JASMY platform. First of all, individual users can not only store and manage important personal data in this storage cabinet, but also freely decide the scope and period of providing personal information when personal data is connected to the enterprise. The PDL system is a distributed storage service based on a P2P network, and its main function is to provide services through content addresses. That is, the file itself will be stored in the distributed storage system, and the hash value of the file will be recorded on the blockchain, indirectly using the storage method of the blockchain. In this way, the transmission speed can be increased, the cost of using the blockchain can be reduced, and the personal data can be freely decided whether to provide personal data to the enterprise, and conduct data tracking management transaction. For enterprises or organizations, when receiving data and authorization from users, it is not necessary to always maintain specific information that can identify the subject, but only appropriate use of necessary information according to needs, so as to ensure that the right to use data is always in the hands of users. It can effectively solve the problems of Web 2.0 user data leakage, data loss, tampering, censorship, packaging and sales, and data islands between applications, and provide secure data sharing services for the open Web 3.0 network ecosystem. This realizes that the data is visible and unavailable, only the information corresponding to the data is released, and the value corresponding to the data is still controlled in their own hands. Common blockchain technologies can do this. Everyone can see the information of the data on the chain, such as the transparency of transaction data. But they can only see it, but cannot own, and use the data for themselves to create value, because the value corresponding to the data is controlled on the blockchain, and can flow in an orderly manner, only visible but not available. The second is to realize the attainable and invisible data. Only release the value that the data can generate, and the information corresponding to the data is still controlled, and not made public. The JASMY Personal Data Locker, PDL, security system we mentioned earlier is a typical case. Everyone may gain value from data, but the data is always in an encrypted, blind box state, and the original data is still in the hands of the owner. When we take a deeper look, we will find that JASMY has described such a picture for us. With the advent of the Web 3.0 era, the semantics of data are increasingly rich, and data is only a carrier. It is very important to hold the rope of value, such as blockchain information is held, or to hold the rope of information when release value, such as JASMY PDL.